the buzzer, can't finish on the jumper. Thomas snags it. Thomas with a head of steam. The pull-up, rebound snatched by Simmons, off and running. Simmons, right down the middle. Kick it out for Thomas. LeVert trying to recover. Thomas on the third, the Nets down by 7. Cam Thomas has scored 24 points on 8 of 11 from the field. Pull-up jump. Drews, Garland, LeVert, Niang, and Jones. Cam Thomas, 29 points. Okoro tries the assignment on top.
Everybody thinks about Kyrie and flashy and highlight reel plays, and those are all true. But I like that aspect of it.
But they were 0-4 in 4 games against the Nets. Hornets are 13 for 13 at the free throw line. Cam Thomas facilitating. Here comes Bridges. Thomas late in the clock. There's Thomas.
15 points.
Yeah. Thomas fires again in this lineup against Brooklyn. Thomas against White. Good contest.
7 of 9 from the floor.
Well, and that's a tough part for a Nets team that wants to run when you're taking the ball out of the net. Doesn't allow you to get it and go quite as quickly. Get the accent of the turquoise in it.
Here's Bridges. Off to Thomas. Juggled in a moment. Fades. Elevates. Now a 2-time All-Star in this league who agreed to a 5-year, $3 million contract this season. There's no way to respond to someone telling you you're the most liked person in the universe.
I've probably got people on the list that feel differently. 41 points, 51 points, and overall the Nets, they have executed well, and there's a lot of instances.
Nets in front by 1, 9:35 to play in this opening quarter. Thomas early going for Milwaukee this season. He cuts the Nets lead to 2. Walker the fourth, getting ready to check in. Cam Thomas.
You get concerned. He's been quiet just in terms of how many shots he's taken. That volume will go up throughout the course of this month.
Cam Thomas against Beasley. Thomas. Official who noticed it. Bridges. Get it in. Thomas. Shot clock down to 1. Thomas. That's a bomb. Bridges looking to get involved. Had a big game, 31 points against the Bucks. Thomas to pull up. Run Sharp is in the game. P.J. Tucker for L.A. acquired in the Harden deal. Thomas, 6 to shoot. Jab and jumper. Left hand. Rebound. Controlled by Watford. Nets are running with Thomas. Thomas. Cold-blooded. Bridges gets the step on Tucker. In traffic. Tucker takes it away for a moment. Thomas ball fake. The jumper. No. 1 minute to play. Thomas gets to 74-66. They are shooting 60% from three-point territory. Tom at least 100 points through 3 quarters of play. Thomas lost it for a moment. Cam Thomas. He's like,
see if they can find Mikal Bridges. An easy one. He's been on fire. Thomas has been quiet. Player reaction. Jacques Vaughn's press conference and a look ahead to Wednesday's matchup with the Hawks. It's all coming up next right here.
Brooklyn by 2.
Thomas. Thomas creates space. 7 to shoot for Johnson. That's have nothing going here offensively with the shot clock winding down. Thomas will hoist to go along with 8 points. Bridges in the area for a moment.
Cam Thomas on the dribble. Going at Burton. Raises up. His 5th 3. He's got 17.
And the Kings are shooting better from beyond the arc than they are overall from the field.
The shooter, KD, misfires on the 3.
Here is Thomas. This is the guy that filled it up in the 2.5 quarter.
He's done a good job around every quarter.
Here is Thomas off the screen.
Cut down on the fouls, cut down on the turnovers.
That's it. You need 48 minutes or as close to 48 minutes as possible.
Coming with your work ethic, and as long as you have your work ethic, it builds confidence. And once you get, you know,
Radio drive the zone. The window was there. Cam Thomas. There's the 2 for 1. Slow down Cam Thomas. This is not the way to start the quarter.
Jerry Sloan.
He's my teammate at 99. The 99
All time to start the game.
is in the zone here.
He was calling for a foul. Dinwiddie shuts down Market on that possession. There's a quick mid.
Mavericks still consider him family. Brooklyn Nets obviously family. One of the best human beings you'll find.
Thomas finally forced to give it up. O'Neal is in there. Thomas hoists.
Thomas gives it to Sharp, got it right back. Thomas, a lot of time for Cunningham. Franchise player for the Pistons, turning it on, trying to stop a streak.
Sharp trying to keep the ball moving. He does to Thomas. Last time these two teams played, Thomas went
Only changed here this season.
Time for more on Daniel Gafford. Let's check in with Megan.
Guys, Daniel,
Little drop in that department. See if you can get it back on track.
Danny filling up that stat sheet.
A rare turnover for him. And right into Dennis Smith. Up ahead to Thomas. Thomas did not want to go at Jalen Williams. Back to Thomas. Using the screen from Sharp. From 12.
Thomas recently has been moved to the bench. He was in that starting lineup as Thomas opening minutes, 4th quarter. Thompson now picks up Thomas on the switch. Cam pulls up.
that will play at a more deliberate pace.
Thomas trying to take Duncan Robinson.
Prince on his first shot. The 7th assist already for the Lakers on 8 baskets. Thomas. First points of the game for James. Thomas Rainbow 3. First quarter of these games.
Higher quarters, first quarter and third quarter usually stays in the game, which tells you he's in shape. It's conditioning.
Oh, Anthony. Thomas driving on Christie. And another good Watford offensive rebound. Here's Thomas. Deep one. Got it.
Go out to the Warriors and friends and family. We are underway here in the 4th quarter.
Thomas fades away and knocks it in.
Lions have to get out in transition, manufacture some easy baskets. That's tough, right?
Stripped out of his hands and appeared. Johnson back to Thomas. Gets to a spot and launch.
Nets lead by 5. Smith looking for a lane. It's not there. Thomas shakes off his defender. Fades.
And may need a scorer off the bench. Brunson and Randall both on the
Explosive. He can get himself to the rack.
He's all over Cam Thomas right now due to foul. And
Favorite players to watch in the league and has been early part of the season. Villa. And if you got some filling in there. Oh, Red Velvet. Funfetti.
5:35 to go in first. Championship Sunday coming up. Maybe a football.
You got picks?
Points in his first half.
It feels that way.
Yes, it does. Cam Thomas. He's Jordan Clarkson. Thomas is 3. Thomas circling. Watford able to salvage. Thomas is mid-range using their size. Here's Thomas. Gets back.
Nurkic is in a pick and roll because he's such a good passer out of that short roll.
Thomas.
Your feet is what you can't do, Richard. If you're referring to Jason Tatum's technical, you've never been able to kick the backboard.
Really gotten good at that step back this season, Maxie. Well, Joel knows he's the kind of guy people will wait to hear what he has to say.
Since in the first quarter, 2 for 2 in the second. And now he's 3 for his last 3.
No open look for Pat Beverly that time.
Thomas with 12 already.
For Brooklyn. Warriors are 2 of 8. Thomas, tough delivery. Thomas pull-up jump. Paxton, Thomas, Simmons, and Watford, the 5 on the floor. Thomas gets to his...
And neither was 10 is down to 1. And Thomas elevated over.
Apple, cherry, blueberry.
Thomas.
I'm having a hard time getting back up.
Thomas, the jumper. Holiday 5 of 7 from the floor. Here's Cam Thomas. It's mid-range, short.
A lot against this switching concept, Michael. It's one of the things that they always talk about against teams that see him. He's bet Minnesota's offense in this game.
Thomas mid-range.
Jackson, another move there, just struggling a little bit, but forcing.
They've made the playoffs each of the last 5 years, but they're in a tough spot right now.
Got it to Schroeder, and the Nets reset with a fresh 14. Boy, Burrow nearly picked that off cleanly. I can't quite get it back. For the Cavs, they've looked for that juice, Brad. As Tom,
It's critical. But you don't want to go just nowhere being patient.
And Thomas over Carter.
Yeah, but Siakam is getting to the basket, just putting so much pressure on everybody. Wonderful shot by Kyrie Irving. It reminded me of the Magic shot against the Celtics. Cam Thomas puts on the brakes. Focus there by Malachi to absorb the contact. Thomas.
largest lead of the night for New Orleans. Thomas wiggling to some space
in his last 9 games. Here's a opportunity though for the Nets to get a lift.
Court is heading to the locker room.
We're going to be in the bonus on the next foul. Meanwhile, the Bucks already 4 fouls
with your offensive actions. So you got that switch against Clowney that he wanted.
Definitely has 2 or 3 different gears when he sees the lane open up like that.
Game with a couple of pump fakes and then turns. Nice pure. Poole has 5. Denny has 3 dives. So taking care of the basketball. And
those assist numbers, those are major. 19 assists on 29 made shots right now.
Another turnover, 13th of the game for the Bulls. Thomas in transition.
That's an area they are very vulnerable, but it's good to see the Nets taking advantage.
Thomas, the disc in with a major rejection. Thomas, the pump fake. Screen knocked away by Davis. Guys attack to Thomas. Pulls. Thomas lets it roll. Scoops it up. 2 for 1. Takes it. Oh, he hit.
To do that, you do a better job at the three-point line, but you can score more points that way. But again,
Thomas finished with 22 in that one. Zigzag move from Thomas. He will stroke it. 68. Cam Johnson getting ready to check in along with Noah Clowney. Thomas.
His comfort zone of being more vocal in terms of leadership. And we've seen a lot.
Schroeder, leave it. Thomas trailing. Hill-hoist. Yeah, the ones that can see your luscious hair.
that's as long as they
11-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Thomas on Boeheim, spins, fades.
Jump shot. Thomas steps into it. Jordan Waller, the Buffalo native. Thomas pull up hard.
And they get a new 14. Thomas gets in the paint, alters the shot again underneath. Thomas thought about it and up now. Thomas and Obi chasing him. Sims backs off. Thomas wides the last couple of games. First secure home court in that first round. Thomas.
And he said we need to see KO hit some more shots. I want to see Mo Bamba get